This young man stole only one loaf of bread because he was hungry, but for that small mistake, he was punished with 19 long years in prison. Every single day, he faced insults and suffering. Finally, the day of his release came, but the jailer wasn't ready to let him go so easily. He gave him an impossible task: move hundreds of pounds of wood all by himself. The job was almost impossible, but this man had incredible strength. He lifted the wood with all his power and dropped it in front of the jailer. The jailer had no choice but to hand him his release papers. But when the strong man looked at the papers, his heart sank. It said that he was a dangerous criminal. He would have to report to the police station every few days. If he missed even once, he would go back to prison. He was furious. He had already lost 19 years of his life for one loaf of bread. Wasn't that punishment enough? But in the eyes of the jailer, he would always remain a prisoner. With no choice, the man left the prison. But outside, life was no better. Wherever he went, people refused to hire him because of his past. Cold, hungry, and hopeless, he wandered the streets until he reached a graveyard. At least that's what he thought. It was actually a church. An old priest saw the man and welcomed him inside. He gave him food, warm clothes, and a bed to sleep in. But the man, who had faced nothing but betrayal, could not believe someone could truly be kind. That night, he stole all the church's silver and ran away. But before he could get far, the police caught him. He was sure his life was over. But then, something amazing happened. The priest told the police that the silver was a gift to the man. Not only that, he even gave him 2 beautiful silver candlesticks and said, "You forgot to take these too." Shocked, the police had to let him go. After the police left, the priest told him, "Use these things to become a good man." These words touched the prisoner's heart. He tore up his release papers and decided to start a brand new life. 8 years passed. With the silver, the man rebuilt himself. He opened a clothing factory and even became the mayor of the city. One day, he heard a cry outside. A cart had fallen, and an old man was trapped underneath. The strong man rushed in, and with his great strength lifted the cart. At that very moment, the jailer saw him. He remembered this strength. He had seen it only once before, back in prison. Suspicious, he checked with the Paris police. The next day, a letter arrived confirming it. The long-lost prisoner had been caught, and he would soon face trial. The jailer, feeling guilty, came to him and apologized. But the man said, "It's okay, you were only doing your job." Still, he now faced a painful choice. If he stayed silent, an innocent man would suffer in his place. But if he spoke the truth, all his hard work, his reputation, and his good life would be destroyed. Confused, the strong man looked at the silver candlesticks from the priest. He remembered how the priest gave him hope in the darkest moment of his life. And then, he made his choice. He rushed to the court and stood before everyone. He said loudly, "The real prisoner is me. This man is innocent."